morning, good day, good evening, chocolate lover. Welcome to Chocolate TV, episode 548. 548. And today, I thought we'd take a Swedish chocolate, artisan bean to bar, Svenska Kakaobolaget, Swedish Cacao Incorporated. This is dark chocolate, bourbon aged, cocoa beans stored in bourbon whiskey. American whiskey, bourbon. 72% cocoa. So I guess they let the cocoa beans simmer in whiskey or bourbon. Let's say bourbon, not whiskey. For a long while, and then they grinded them up into cocoa butter and cocoa mass, and then they conched it. And then they molded it, and perhaps all those different stages created something that resembled a bourbon flavor in a chocolate bar. Whoops, small piece fell off. Chocolate bar, diamond shaped, crystal shaped. Very dark, bordering on black brown. Maybe a hint of, no, it's quite dark. So let's break off a piece. This is thin chocolate, very thin. Let's smell this one. Kind of smells like a grapefruit or pomelo or big citrus fruit with hints of red currant. Can't see any bourbon anywhere. Does it say? No, doesn't say. Cocoa beans stored in bourbon whiskey. Okay. Okay, let's try this one. First off, very soft feel in the beginning, and then you get a flavor of orange, of nutmeg, of hints of red currants as well. Kind of woody component also. And then, yes, a hint of liquor stored in oak barrels. Kind of bourbon or whiskey. I'm not a bourbon or whiskey expert. I don't drink spirits. I drink wine and beer. I need chocolate, of course. But I had tasted different whiskeys, different cognacs and things like that, but it's reminiscent to that kind of, especially on the back end. And you get that extremely dry feeling and that kind of alcoholic bitterness, the tartness from alcohol that lingers on your palate after you have swallowed it. Interesting flavor, especially on the back end. Much more mild and round flavors in the beginning, and more spirituous feeling on the back end. Yeah, not too bad. Perhaps not one of the best chocolates I've tasted, but really good. And if you can find it, seek it out and try it. So I'm going to give this one, what am I going to give this one? 6 or 7? You have to decide. I'm going to say 7 because there was kind of a lot of flavors and it transitions from one thing to another. I like things like that in the chocolate. So 7 it is. And that's it for this Monday. I hope you have a nice week.